everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have our most two recent litters today with us. I wanted to talk a little bit about these guys. We had a huge number of boys in these two litters, like crazy number of boys. And of course on our wait list right now we have a lot of people that are wanting females. And it got me thinking, maybe this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about the differences between male and female. And so that's what I thought I would do today. I would do a video on male and female English Springer Spaniels, talk about the differences, and give you guys just some information to help you guys know what the right choice of gender is for your family. Quite often we get asked, what are the differences between a male and a female? Is there one that's maybe better fit for our family compared to the other gender? So then we'll give people information, we'll go through the differences and similarities and things we have noticed over the years, which is the better option, and help them to make the best choice for their family. So one thing to take into consideration is the size. Quite often we get families where maybe the wife wants a smaller dog, the husband wants a bigger dog, so they meet in the middle and compromise. And they decide to go for the female because she is that little bit smaller, or they decide to go to the male because they want something that's a little bit bigger. So the female is that little bit smaller, she's around 40 pounds, her stance is a little bit smaller too, whereas the male, he's got a little bit more weight to him, maybe a little bit longer and taller, so he's that little bit bigger, and sometimes that's a deal breaker for some families.
Hi there. Hello. Hello.
As far as personality goes, with an English Springer Spaniel, you really can't go wrong. They're such a loving, loyal breed to begin with. But over the years, we have noticed that our males are much more affectionate than our females. Our females can be very loving, very loyal, and very connected with us, but they are a little bit more independent. They like to have their own space at times. They have that little maternal way about them, and they can sometimes be a little on the bossy side too. The males seem to be that little more easygoing, they seem to be more relaxed, and they seem to just kind of be more in tune with you and wanting to be with you all the time. There are some people who think that the males may be drawn more to females, and so they want a male for that reason. If it's a woman, that she might want a male dog because she's heard that the male dog will be more drawn to her than a female dog would be. Or in a family situation, if it's the wife that's going to be looking after the dog, or if it's the husband that's going to be looking after the dog, they might want the opposite gender for that reason. So now all my dogs all follow me. I'm the one who feeds them, I'm the one who cares for them, I'm the one who does the majority of the work for them. So all the dogs really have bonded with me, probably more so than anybody else in our family, regardless of the gender. It can be a factor to take into consideration, but I don't think it's always the case. So another factor to take into consideration is the sexual reproductive stage for the dog. If you don't plan to breed and it's just a pet, it is a good idea to consider spay or neuter. With females, they can go into heat as early as 6 to 7 months, and some people don't want to have that situation. They don't want to have the bleeding, so they'll either choose early spay or they avoid it completely and they go for a male. With a male, they can reach sexual maturity around 7 to 8 months, and once the dog reaches that stage, he will start spraying if he's not fixed. Now, most dogs will continue to spray after they have been fixed. Sometimes they don't spray after, but the majority of them do. Once they spray, they don't usually stop spraying. So some people choose a female to avoid the whole spraying situation. They don't want to deal with that. They just want a female instead. So there are some negatives when it comes to either gender. Now, those things can be fixed by early spay or neuter. Now, there is a lot of information out there that says you shouldn't do early spay or neuter. We always say, talk to your vet, talk to the breeder you got the dog from, and then go from there. Get the information you need and make the decision that's best for your dog. Maybe this isn't your first puppy you're looking to get. Maybe you actually have a dog at home and you're looking to add a second dog, and now you're wondering, okay, well, should I go for the same gender or should I go for the opposite? What are the benefits and negatives when it comes to having having multiple dogs in my household, and should my choice be based on those circumstances? Generally, two male English Springer Spaniels get along really, really well together. I would always recommend having two males or a male and a female. When it comes to having two females, there are exceptions. I have multiple females, and I have females that are stronger personalities, and I have ones that are not quite as strong personalities. Like, for instance, Amelia and Julia. Amelia and Julia are like two peas in a pod. They get along great. They're litter mates, they're sisters, they are just super close with each other, and they're not competitive with each other, they're very loving with each other, they get along great, they're like best friends. Whereas a couple of the other girls together are a little bit more independent, maybe on the bossier side, and so even though they live together and they get along for the best part, if you have two personalities that are strong-willed, then they maybe will butt heads a little bit. And so some people like to avoid that situation when it comes to the dogs. If the dogs are raised together, generally they're very good no matter what circumstance. So over the years, we got really curious why people pick a particular gender over the other. And we've asked people, like, why did you pick a female over a male, or why did you pick a male over a female? And quite often people will tell us, I've had dogs all my life and they were always female, and this is what I want, and I just want to keep it the same. Then you have situations where a person had a black and white female, and now they've decided, no, I want a liver male because I want the opposite. I don't want to replace my old dog. I don't want to compare this dog to my old dog, so I want to make it look different and be different compared to what it was. Some people pick the gender based on the name they picked out. They maybe have a particular name. That's what they've always wanted. They've always wanted a dog named whatever. I had one family tell me they always wanted a liver female called Lucy. And so sometimes it's something as simple as that, a reason why they pick the male over female or female over a male. There are so many different reasons why people want what they want. So hopefully that kind of just helps you guys kind of get an idea of the differences between male and female and what would be the best fit for your family. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and it kind of gave you some information on the differences between a male and a female. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.